Good morning, everyone, and thank you for coming to this artist talk. My name is María Castellanos, and I come from Oslo Met, from the Faculty of Technology, Art and Design, where I'm doing my postdoc. I'm doing my postdoc in the framework of FELT project, Futures of Living Technologies. And in FELT, we work from the perspective of the ecological crisis, and we research by using artistic methodologies about the intersection between human beings, living environments, and machines. On the other hand, I did my PhD in the University of Vigo in Spain. So the images that you are seeing right now are part of the archive I did during my PhD. And in this digital archive, mainly there are works from the field of art, but also from the fields of science and technology. And all of them are different interfaces that you can put on your body and enhance or modify your capabilities or your senses in some way. So, after collecting this archive, I conclude. So it seems that all my typographies are changing. So after collecting this archive, I conclude that the genealogy of the technological body-work interface was built between the last 50s to the last 60s. And from my point of view, these four artists established the basis of the body-work interfaces nowadays. Diana Dew, Asuko Tanaka, Walter Pichler, and Lydia Clark. So, I think that the human sensory field is quite limited. Our body's natural sensors are not able to measure and alert us about factors such as an increase in ultraviolet radiation, dust, or noise, among others. For that reason, I explore from my artistic practice new and alternative ways to enhance human capabilities by creating technological processes like environment dress that you are seeing right now. A body-work interface that measures the aggressments of the environment and link with the user's mode. On the other hand, in parallel to my research about human enhancement, I also focus my practice on the creation of complex systems to try to figure out the secret language of plants. Together with my colleague and partner, Alberto Valverde, we developed our sensor based on open source tools and plant electrophysiology to measure electrical oscillations in plants, as you are seeing in this demonstration. This sensor allows us to measure the electrical changes in plants that depends on the changes that occur in the surrounding of the plant. And we can adjust the sensor to be sensitive to different inputs. For instance, in this demonstration, Alberto is touching the plant and nothing happened. And in this other demonstration, he's blowing the plant and the plant reacts. So we can adjust the sensor depending on each plant to be sensitive to one thing and not for another thing. So you can see the whole demonstration in my website. And the first work we did with this sensor was Chlorophylla 3.0, an installation where we translated this data from plants into sounds. This is another view of this installation. But in that point, we ask ourselves, what will happen if we use our sensor to integrate into a body-work interface? Has been demonstrated that plants, in some ways, are much more sensitive than humans. So, we propose collaborate with plants in order to have another perception about the environment through the gaze of another living beings which we cohabit in the earth. The result was Symbiotic Interaction, a work developed during a stay in the University of Umeå in Sweden. And this is a very interdisciplinary work. And I would like to mention that I'm very lucky to work with Alberto, that has a background in mathematics. And I come from fine arts, as I mentioned before. So I think that together we have a lot of different and complementary skills that are needed to develop this kind of projects. Let's see a video in which you can see this process and which kind of tools we use to develop this project. Okay, in this work we collaborate with the Research Plant Center in Umeå, Sweden. And this is the inside of this kind of backpack to carry the plants. So through this work we aim to create a plant-human symbiotic relationship. Plants are connected to sensor on a backpack and they are giving a feedback to the user about how they feel the surrounding. So the work is addressing from an intimate and personalized approach through the creation of two technological bodywork interfaces which facilitate the symbiotic relationships between both living beings. The humans can perceive this feedback with plants through changes in sound, thanks to this little speaker on my chest, graphics, and also changes in the lights. And the plant holders that you are seeing are modular, since the idea of this project is to have the plants at home and put on the backpack to go for a walk with them, in order to experience the environment through the plant's behavior. This is a short video in which you can see how this interface works and how these holders are connecting. Holders connected to the backpack, and the idea of the mask is to give my CO2 to the plants. So I will continue. You can find also this video in my website. And this is the second dress. Both in the same way, works in the same way, but they are a bit different. This one have 2 speakers instead of 1, and this one have a backpack with water the plants drop by drop. So, to finish, I would like to show some pictures of these works on display. Have been displayed several times here in France. This is in Roubaix. And also has been displayed the last time in Pompidou Metz in France, here in France. Thank you very much for listening.